Hi guys, welcome to another video, and I thought we'd broach the whole subject of VR today. It's a bit of a broad church to talk about, but there's something in the news in the last couple of weeks where Phil Spencer from Microsoft basically said that he hopes VR doesn't become the future of gaming, that all-encompassing thing. I mean, my personal thoughts on it are, I've used the DK2 at a gaming event, a couple of times actually. Once with a game called Elite Dangerous, which I've played that, you can't see, but that little stick, which you probably see in the video, I've got a throttle and pedal, and yeah, I'm a bit sad like that. I've actually played it in a while, strangely, but fantastic game, and the reason I got all that set up, I've said before, I've got a decent gaming PC, is because I want to learn. It's like, riding a bike or driving. You want to be able to learn it so you can do it without much thought. So when you've got the hood on, I can just use a stick, then the throttle, and control it. I know, that's very sad, but I want that immersion aspect. And on top of that, I did get a full steering wheel set up, and I've tried things like VR Racing, Euro Truck Simulator. I didn't really get on with the steering setup. I'm just driving games in that sort of way just aren't my thing, which was a bit sad. But I had the same idea. I learned how to use them just by always being, not having to look down or anything. I'd just be using them with the pedals and stuff all the time, and then I could just do it. But when I tried a driving game on one with a pad, and I just thought, well, you don't need to look at the pad to do a driving game. It's just accelerate, brake, power slide, and steer. It was easy. So didn't really think it would add to that immersion, but it will with the ship games. I'm definite, yeah. And I even bought, it's locked away in the cupboard, but I bought a numeric pad, USB numeric pad, plug it into another USB slot, and you've got an extra set of thing where you can press buttons on. And off by hand, I know from work and stuff, from typing, I know exactly where all the buttons are, numeric keypad, so I'll have that whilst the hood's on. God. I'm really looking forward to it. I think the whole thing about it being the future of gaming, I can see why he would say that, because it encompasses everything. But the problem is it closes the person off. There is the HoloLens, which is a more AR, and it's by the whole Microsoft side of things. That's different. That's seeing virtual reality, but in the world around you. So if you look, you'd have the headset on. And they did this in the Halo demo. Whereas if you look out of your window in real life, because you see the shape of the window, but as you actually look out, they replace the window that you're looking at, like looking out into a shipyard with ships and things flying through space, and that sounds, from the videos of it, they're absolutely incredible thing you could do if you've got space to walk around. I've got quite a small crummy flat, so I probably manage a trip to the toilet and back, and my view to an outside window is looking down the urinal. That's just, it's just not going to do any good. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I've gone overboard. I bought the massive gaming rig, 4 gig card. I'm ready for it. 16 gigs of RAM. I can't bloody wait. And I think the Steam one's due out in the next couple of months, September-ish now, isn't it? September? Yeah. So, I know it's October. Bloody hell, where's the time going? It's nearly here though. But the Steam set's here, and it's a bit different because it's got some sensors that sit in different corners of the room, and it scans the room whilst you're walking around. And then it'll throw up like a barrier as you come to hit a wall, because you can't actually see, obviously, because you've got his hood on. But as you come to an object, to a wall or something, it'll throw up a barrier within the game world just to say, boom, stop, don't go any further. And it'll build the game, that's the idea, it builds the game world around what the sort of environment you're in. And it looks really, really clever from all the stuff I've seen, but I've not actually tried one out yet. But so I don't know what I'll get first. I'll probably go for that, give it a try, and if not, I'll go for the Oculus. I think Oculus is going to be the main one, but probably Valve's is going to be better because of Steam and a number of games on Steam which will do some sort of conversion to play it. In particular, the whole Alien Isolation that I've already bought, just for about £7 or £8. That's a really good. I haven't played it yet because I want that excitement playing it in VR, because it's all you can hide under tables and hide from the alien that's hunting you, and it's a great example of what VR can be, and I think it's a hidden mode at the moment. But yeah, I suppose the worry is, I mean, like anyone, it's great having a pad just kicking back and not having to, like, the problem for me, the reason for me why the Wii failed is all that waggle bollocks. You just get bored of it. It's just like, I remember when I was playing the Zelda game, I keep flicking for the sword, and it's like, yeah, I know it's okay, but I want to just veg out and play games. My hands on the lap and just not have to keep flicking and getting too involved. I want it to be interactive, but not to this part where I'm actually moving. It's a very, very funny way to go. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the way it's going to go with VR is if you go back 20 years ago, when it would never have taken off in the mid-90s, because the tech just wasn't there. I mean, the headsets and all that were, but the PCs did not have the strength to push the sort of like frame rates and high-res stuff and textures and things that you needed to get rid of like the motion sickness. There's been a lot of problems with that in the prototype stages, because they've been trying to push up the resolutions and the frame rates and stuff, so to fool the eye and the brain, because it's when they start realising something's off, it's like you get a bit else like motion sickness, and it's really been, as they've been going on, it's been tough to get past that, but I think they've got past it, and they've been saying that Crescent Bay virtually defeats it, and by the consumer release it should be gone. So yeah, and I don't think I had any complaints on Valve's when some people were testing it a few months back. But I think it's going to be a very, very exciting thing. I mean, some of the things I've been seeing, like being able to go into like a virtual arcade and like actually walk up to these arcade cabinets and then start using the controllers and playing it on a screen, and it just, that environment that you're actually in. You might think, well, you could just play that on your TV with an emulator and stuff. Yeah, but it's, again, the things you'll be able to do is you could create an actual proper environment as if it's real, it looks real and stuff. I mean, we are getting to the point where, realism and graphics is becoming completely something, we're at that point. So yeah, I get very excited about it, so you'll have to excuse me. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Are you looking forward to it? I mean, what sort of effect do you think it'll have on retro? I mean, we already play ROMs on pretty much anything anyway, so I mean, to me, it's going to be, especially if they get the controllers right, how they come up with, I mean, I've been seeing some Kickstarters, and they're basically like gloves, like Power Glove style, who's bad sort of thing, and the Power Glove, so bad. But, you'll have full, sensitive, touching fingers, and you can actually, I've seen it, and you can use your fingers within the game, so straight away you're adding your hands into that interactive experience, which changes everything, because at the moment it's all just like, like handheld controllers with like thumb pieces, and so I think one's got a stick in there, and the other one's like a hook on the Oculus, and then there's a control bit with buttons maybe on top there. I've not actually used that, I've only seen the pictures, but the thing is, it's supposed to feel good, but that's not natural, because you're still using your hands to interact with it, whereas if you're wearing gloves and you've got full tensile, whatever it's called, and you can touch stuff and grip stuff, and yes, you won't have it in your hand, but you'll see it in world and it'll trick your brain. So very, very exciting times to be. We're right on the verge of it all becoming very, very special. But as I was saying, 20 odd years ago, the tech just wasn't there, and the headsets were these big, massive, like bulky, weighted things. I've used one at a retro event, it weighed a ton, but that's all. They'll shrink down eventually, and I reckon they'll become like sunglasses style probably pieces with something attached on one of the frames or something, and then eventually it'll probably get even smaller than that to something you just wear, which maybe pop over the. There's all sorts of ways it can go, and it won't be long before we're all wearing contact lenses. VR and computer tech inside. It's the Matrix. Anyway, I'm getting a bit too excited. As always, guys. Thanks for watching, and please rate, comment and subscribe below.